So in this video we will be testing the Metasploit payloads with our loader. So I have created a function that is called inject pe64 and it will take these in the byte format, the exe in the byte array format. So how we gonna get this is, so we are going to send via the sockets. So we will be receiving directly into this payload array and we will be passing that to a new thread. So this our exe file never touches the disk. So in this function I am creating a new process. So I will tell you why we are creating the new process. Here we can see get size of headers, image size, etc. And I am allocating a space in my in this process virtual address space, and then also creating the memory region in the remote process. So that is in this process. So this process runs the cmd.exe in the background in the hidden, so it will not pop up on the user desktop. So we'll be parsing the headers, and we'll be mapping the sections into remote memory. So we'll be mapping into our own memory, and then we'll be just use this write process memory to write into the remote process memory. So it will be same as what we have done previously, but we'll be using write process memory instead of marshal.copy. And then we will be fixing IATs. So instead of the base address, we will have the remote base address, and instead of marshal.copy or write, we will have this write process memory to the process handle, and this at which address we want to write, and the byte array and the length, and this is the output, number of bytes returned. So instead of just marshal.copy or write, we will be using the write process memory to write into the process memory. So you can inject into the same process, but the Metasploit payloads, when you type exit in the Metasploit session, that is MSF console, then this whole process gets terminated. So there is this function load pe64, that is exact function what we have written from the previous videos. So what this does is it will load this pe into itself and starts the thread from that entry point. So the problem is you need to compile the Metasploit payloads, MSF Venom payloads, using the exit function is equals to thread. Otherwise it will exit the whole process. Instead of that, what we are going to do is we are going to create a new process, and this dummy process will load our exe into this one. So even though it exits, our main process will be continued. So it's almost same as our previous code. Here we will be using the create remote thread instead of create thread. So I have so let's go and generate the payloads. I have already generated the payloads. So one is the character.exe, this is normal calculator, and this one is normal reversal, and this one is the Metasploit reversal. So let's go and test all these. So my our C2 server is running. Let's go and start the agent. Now go to loader. So I have written some HTML code to choose the file. So you can click on file, and there should be an output folder. Currently the program accepts only from the output folder. We can also customize from the full path as well. So character.exe, now click on load. Now you can see the calculator pop up. Now what we are going to do is we are going to test the normal reversal. So I have generated to connect to the port 1234. So let's go and choose that one, normal reversal. So if you click on load, and you should see the connection. And one thing you need to do, you need to observe is you can still execute commands or not. Yes, you can still execute commands, because we are creating a new process, and that process will be loading the already loaded our Metasploit payload. So we can type who am I, we are the username. Now we can, having this connection on, we can load again calculator. So let's go and exit this, and we have exited here. Let's try to execute cal2.exe, and still we get this. If you don't create a new process here, your main program can get exit, or it will stay in the infinite state until the reversal connection is exited. So that's why I have created a new process. Now let's test the meterpreter one. So I have already set the x64 meterpreter reverse TCP, so I can run the listener. Now we can see session 1 open. Let's interact with the first session, and let's say sysinfo, and we get the information. At this point, you should be able to execute commands. So let's type net users, and we got all the users. And the important thing is, if you exit this meterpreter, our main process should not exit. So let's exit this one. Now let's go and load the cal2.exe, and here we can see cal2.exe. So I highly suggest you create a process. In C#, it's very easy, it's just few lines of code. In Windows API, you need to use the create process function. It's also very easy. So that's all for this video. We have successfully executed the Metasploit payloads with our loader.